Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pemirsa Madani TV dimanapun Anda sekalian berada, malam hari ini kita kedatangan tamu yang sangat spesial, yang sangat jauh dari Kanada. Beliau adalah seorang motivator pemuda internasional dari Montreal, Kanada. Dengan latar belakang kehidupan yang ia jalani sebelumnya, ia adalah seperti kita ketahui, ia adalah mantan kepala gangster nomor 1 di Kanada, dan kini dia sudah hijrah menjalani selama kurang lebih 8 tahun menjadi seorang mualaf, dan malam ini kita bisa saksikan secara langsung tentang perjalanan hidupnya. Semoga dengan apa yang kita dengar, apa yang kita lihat malam ini, dengan kesaksian dari dirinya sendiri, bisa menjadi inspirasi bagi anak-anak muda di seluruh dunia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Ishaq Mustaqim. Like she said, I come from Montreal, Canada, and I'm here today to share with you my small story, how I went from the darkness to the light, from being a Christian to being a Muslim. So it all started, actually he started before I was 14. A lot of people, they ask me from which origin I come from. So my dad is from Haiti, so he's black, and my mom, she's white. She comes from Switzerland, and she has blonde hair and blue eyes. So I was born actually in a Christian family, and that's it.
Oke, jadi seperti yang kita dengar dari beliau memulai menjadi seorang mualaf sebelum di usianya ke-40, tepatnya di usia ke-31. Beliau berasal dari keluarga non-muslim, semuanya beragama Kristiani. Ayahnya sendiri seorang berkulit hitam, berkewarganegaraan Haiti, dan mamahnya sendiri atau ibunya itu seorang Kristiani berkulit putih. Jadi seluruh keluarganya ini benar-benar pemeluk agama Kristiani.
So there's many type of Christian. Us before we used to not eat pork and not do Christmas. So I just want to add this because it makes us, it made it closer to Islam. It was more easy for me to accept Islam because it was like closer to Islam. So I just wanted to add that information.
Ya, menurut beliau sebagai pemeluk agama Kristiani, bahwasanya seperti perayaan umumnya bagi pemeluk agama lain, setiap tahunnya Kristiani merayakan Hari Raya Natal. Dengan adanya Hari Raya Natal itu, menurut beliau itu adalah satu acara kumpul keluarga yang wajib dilaksanakan setiap tahunnya, dan itu juga sama dengan perayaan Hari Idul Fitri semua umat Muslim.
So before 14 years old, I was a normal kid. I was good in school. I was a good kid actually, and it's just us as human. We always look for happiness. So when I was looking the other kids in school, I come from a non-Muslim country, and it's normal for a non-Muslim to drink alcohol, and where I live in Quebec, a lot of people smoke marijuana, so it goes to the kids as well. So me, when I looked at the kids that were drinking alcohol and taking drugs and having fun partying, I thought that they were happy. So that's why I started hanging out with them.
Dengan melihat kehidupan bebas zaman sekarang dari usianya yang muda dulu, dia banyak melihat anak-anak muda dulu di sekitar tempat dia itu yang seluruh penduduknya itu pemeluk agama Kristiani, memegang dengan gaya hidup bebas, minum-minum alkohol dan narkoba, dan dari situlah ia berpikir dan terketuk hatinya ingin keluar dari semua itu.
So what is really important is that I don't tell my story just to tell a story. I tell my story because I would like to inspire people to go to the straight path, and as well I want to give lessons to maybe the younger people listening this show, and it goes as well for the older. So the first lesson is that it's not only from my story. I saw it from other stories, from people like being went to the bad side, and it always start with your friends, you know. So if you choose to have bad friends, eventually you will become bad. So this is the first lesson. You should choose your friend to have good friends so you stay good. So
dimulai dari kehidupannya dengan mempunyai beberapa banyak teman yang ia kenal. Ia mempunyai prinsip satu hal itu, bahwasanya kalau kita memiliki teman yang jahat, tentu kehidupan kita akan jahat juga seperti teman itu. Tapi jika kita memiliki teman yang baik, kehidupan kita juga akan berubah.
And because I was and I still am a leader, I became the worst of the group, and that led me to go to juvenile jail. It's like prison for kids.
Dimulai kehidupan dari kecilnya dia melihat banyak anak-anak kecil itu sudah berada di dalam penjara.
And in that prison for kids, I was allowed to do two things. First thing was either go to school, and the second thing was going to work, and I choose to go to work.
Pada saat ia kecil, dia hanya mempunyai dua pilihan hidup untuknya. Dengan melihat keadaan kehidupan bebas di negaranya, dia mempunyai dua pilihan hidup. Satu, sebagai seorang anak, dia harus pergi ke sekolah atau dia harus bekerja. Lantas dia memilih untuk bekerja.
And when I was there, they decided to make me a test to see if I was crazy or not. You know those tests when they put drops of paint and you have to decide what, like, not decide, you have to tell them what do you see in those drops of paint. But at that age, you know, 15 years old, I didn't take life seriously, and I was just answering like stupid questions, stupid answers. Like let's say I see a drop of paint and I say, okay, this is a lot of blood, and another drop and I see, okay, this is somebody shooting in the head of somebody else. So I just give stupid answers like that.
Saat memulai wawancara pekerjaan untuk dirinya sendiri, ada beberapa banyak pertanyaan yang ia anggap sebenarnya itu adalah pertanyaan yang bodoh untuk dirinya sendiri. Saat itu dia harus memilih dari semua jawaban yang ada di situ, apakah ia harus memilih dia menjatuhkan pulpen itu dengan tidak mengisi sama sekali lembar jawabannya, atau dia memilih salah satu dari jawaban itu seperti ada menembak orang dengan pistol. Itu adalah satu kebodohan yang menurut ia tidak harus dilakukan.
And when it was the time to start my job, to go to work for the first time, the guard that was there, I don't know why, but he decided to not let me go. So after that, I decided to run away from the juvenile jail, and I was like an outlaw as a young kid.
Pada saat 15 tahun, ia sudah merasakan kehidupan di dalam penjara Javana. Pada saat itu, ia berpikiran keras untuk bisa keluar dari penjara itu secepatnya.
And eventually I got caught and I had to go to court. And when I had to go to court, they, you know, the juvenile jail and all those social workers, they wanted to put me in the hospital for the crazy because of those answers that I gave when I passed those tests. So I had two choices. The judge had two choices. Either put me in that crazy hospital and, put me, like, give me a lot of pills and maybe I would be really crazy right now. Or second, it's to send me to my uncle in Switzerland to work for him.
Pada saat itu ia dihadapkan dengan dua pilihan. Satu pilihan yang pertama adalah dia harus meminum pil supaya ia benar-benar gila, atau dia harus dikirim ke rumah pamannya di Switzerland untuk menjalani kehidupannya.
But my uncle had good intention, and when I was working for him, he was actually was paying me less than the other people, and he wanted to teach me life. So he took off money from my pay to pay the rent, to pay his wife to clean my laundry, to pay for the food. So somebody there at the job told me that I should not let myself taking advantage of.
Pada saat itu pamannya menawarkan untuk tinggal bersamanya. Pamannya juga menawarkan beberapa pilihan. Dengan tinggal bersama pamannya, hidupnya akan aman, seperti pamannya akan membayarkan seluruh biaya hidupnya, termasuk biaya jajan, keperluan dia sehari-hari, laundry, dan lain-lainnya.
And the same guy that told me this, he was actually giving me drugs. So I was using drugs, and when I used to go to work, I wasn't able to really work good because I was high.
Pada saat itu ia lebih senang membaca buku, karena menurut ia buku itu adalah sumber dari segala informasi untuk mengetahui dunia pendidikan yang lebih tinggi.
And when you're 15, 16 years old, what's the most important thing in your life? It's your friends. So there in Switzerland, I was alone, and I was feeling alone. And that was before internet. So there was no Instagram, so there was no Facebook. And the only way for me to reach my friends was either by writing letters, and that takes days. And the other way was to make a long distance call.
Pada usia 15 tahun, ia mempunyai seorang sahabat yang sangat dekat. Pada masa itu tidak ada Instagram, Facebook, atau media sosial lainnya. Jadi ia meminta tolong kepada temannya itu dengan cara menulis surat untuk membawa ia keluar dari tempat itu.
So I decided to call my friends, and for that I needed money. And because the guy was telling me I shouldn't let myself take advantage of, and my brain was thinking not good, I start stealing and making other crimes just to call my friends.
Saat itu ia menghubungi temannya dan ia bisa keluar dari tempat itu, tetapi ia tetap melakukan kejahatan di luar karena satu hal, ia tidak mempunyai uang atau apapun untuk biaya hidup.
And eventually, when you do something bad, you must wait that the police gonna call one day. So the police called at my uncle's house, and I did not want it to go to prison in Switzerland, so I decided to take my ticket and go back to Canada.
Saat itu kepolisian negara Switzerland menghubungi pamannya untuk membawa ia kembali ke penjara, tetapi ia bertekad tidak ingin kembali ke penjara lagi, dan ia mengambil tiket yang ditawarkan pamannya itu untuk kembali ke Kanada.
And then I was 17 years old. In Canada, you're adult when you're 18 years old. I did not want it to go to adult prison. So what I said to myself, I said I should stop everything bad because I don't want to go to prison. But how smart I am. No, I'm not. I was not smart at all. I was stupid. I decided to restart the bad things, and eventually I got caught for something very bad, and they passed me 3 days in a newspaper and 3 days in the national television.
Pada saat usia 17 tahun, ia menganggap itu adalah suatu kedewasaan. Di negara Kanada, usia 17 memasuki usia 18 tahun, itu masa usia dewasa dan ia harus memilih apakah ia akan menjadi orang yang sangat baik atau tidak. Dengan tiket yang ia miliki, ia tidak mau kembali lagi ke masa lalunya.
So eventually, when I went inside the prison, like the prisoner were watching me on TV while I entered the prison. So they actually knew who I was. And at that time, all my youth, I was listening to hip hop, and my father was not in my life actually. It was my stepfather who was there, like raising me with my mom. And when I knew he was not my father, I was looking for a father figure. And my stepfather was white from France. And like I said, my father was black. So, but the father figure that I found was into those rappers, and those rappers were singing like really negative things. And music is like fashion, so it changed with time. And at that time, the rappers were rapping about gangster and shooting people and a lot of violence. So when I went in jail at 18 years old, I thought it was a little bit cool because of the music I was listening. So I didn't really care about my life at that point, and I didn't take my life seriously.
Saat usia 18 tahun, ia mencari jati dirinya sendiri dengan mencari sosok seorang figur ayah baginya. Ia menganggap ayahnya yang sekarang ini adalah bukan ayah kandungnya. Ia mencari sosok figur seorang ayah dengan memulai mendengarkan musik hip hop dan rap dan sejenisnya, sehingga ia dapat benar-benar mencari seorang sosok figur ayah bagi dirinya, dan ia menemukan seorang figur ayah itu dari seorang rapper.
So even if you are in prison, there's always rules, and I was breaking all those rules. Like, I was just saying to myself, like, I'm in prison. Like, I'm in prison. What you gonna do? Put me to prison?
Saat orang-orang tahu ia berada di dalam, dia bertanya pada dirinya sendiri, aku ada di dalam penjara. Apakah ini perbuatan yang benar aku lakukan? Apakah salahku?
And eventually, yes, they did put me to prison, into the prison. After breaking all the rules and after even taking control of a part of the jail where I was, they put me in the hole. And after that, they put me into the maximum security. This is, like I said, a prison in the prison.
Jadi ia sudah kebal dengan hidupnya itu keluar masuk penjara, dan ia menganggap bahwa kehidupannya itu dengan keluar masuk penjara itu ia seperti seorang petugas security.
And in that maximum security, it was not enough. I was a leader of a big riot, and after doing a riot, that prison is not really high security. The condition was really high security. I was still taking drug into the prison when I was in prison. Transfer me to another prison, and that was a lot more
mencuci tangan dan mencuci kaki dalam keadaan bersih sehingga ia dapat benar-benar tersentuh hatinya setelah membaca Quran tersebut. Baiklah pemirsa, sekian ulasan dari kita komersial break sebentar, nanti kita kembali lagi.
Where I was. Subhanallah. I was saying what?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, pemirsa Madani TV. Kita kembali lagi after break tadi. Kini kita lanjutkan kisah dari seorang Ishaq Mustaqim.
So I was saying that I read the Quran and it did not touch me at that time. So I give it back to the brother, and after that I got released. So I got into prison at 18 years old, got out at 20 years old. I did exactly 858 days.
Saat ia membaca Quran, ia menganggap dengan membaca Quran itu ia mendapatkan kedamaian, walaupun ia tidak pernah bertemu atau disentuh dan berhadapan langsung dengan Tuhan. Saat itu Quran tersebut dikembalikan kepada temannya yang berada dalam satu penjara, dan masa selama usia dia 18 tahun, ia menjalani masa kehidupan di dalam penjara, keluar di saat usia 20 tahun.
So when I got out at 20 years old, I had a new definition, because prison is the school of crime, and I was in prison with all the people. So in prison, I learned that happiness, I do like this because what I learned is not a real happiness. That happiness is not about taking drugs and making party and doing bad things. That happiness was actually getting a lot of money and material stuff.
Di dalam penjara, saat ia keluar penjara di usianya yang ke-20 tahun, ia banyak mendapatkan hal, terutama ia menganggap di dalam penjara itu adalah kehidupan yang sangat menyenangkan. Seperti ia mendapatkan banyak narkoba dan sejenisnya. Namun setelah itu, ia berpikir bahwa ia harus mencari pekerjaan dan mendapatkan uang untuk kelangsungan hidupnya.
So, like when I got out, I went on that goal. My goal was to make a lot of money and get a lot of material stuff. And like I say in my talk, is that I don't know if that was a curse or a good thing, but most of the goals that I had, I achieved them.
Saat itu ia mempunyai satu prinsip, kalau ia keluar dari penjara, ia harus menjadi orang yang lebih baik dan ia harus mendapatkan uang dan segala kehidupannya dengan lebih baik lagi.
It took, at the beginning, it took a little bit of time. I was hanging out with other people that were really good into fraud. And, I actually was able to live a millionaire lifestyle for about 10 years. And when I say living a millionaire lifestyle, it was really the high life. So like eating in the big restaurant, having always the nice clothes, dressing sometimes $5,000 suits, living in a big house, and even that renting hotel suites, having most of the cars that people want, like Porsche, Hummer, Mercedes, and so on, and having a lot of money, like getting a lot of money every day and spending a lot of money every day as well. And the thing with this is that at the beginning it's cool. It's like when you have a nice car, at the beginning it's cool, but when after a few months, that nice car, you don't care no more about that nice car, because it becomes usual. It becomes like any cheap car, and then you think, okay, I'm gonna suit it up, and then you suit it up, and then after that, okay, it becomes like normal. Same thing with the money. You're used to have a lot of, like, you're getting a lot of money at the beginning, it's fun, but when you get used to that, it becomes normal. Like I was using money like if it was garbage. The thing is that same thing with the house, same thing with everything actually. And after a while, when I got used to all of this, I was just thinking in my heart that I was missing something, I was not really happy. I had a emptiness in my heart. So I was thinking, like, what can I do with my life? Like, is there something else that I can do? And with this, I was drinking more alcohol and taking more drugs.
Saat itu ia memimpikan ia akan menjadi seorang pria yang kaya raya dengan mempunyai mobil yang mewah, rumah yang mewah, uang yang banyak. Setiap hari ia mendapatkan uang, lalu menghabiskan uang yang sangat banyak setiap harinya juga. Dia dapat membeli apapun yang ia inginkan dengan hasil dari kejahatan ia yang sebelumnya. Namun saat itu juga ia seperti mendapatkan hidayah, dan bagi dia mobil mewah, rumah mewah itu sudah biasa, dan dia mulai berpikir, kenapa tidak saya mulai kehidupan normal dari nol lagi, dengan hasil yang saya gunakan itu adalah hasil dari sumber hidup yang halal.
So 10 years living a millionaire lifestyle as a criminal, and for sure I enter sometime a lot problems with the law, but because I had money, I had the best lawyers. So I was able to always get out of the end of the justice.
Kehidupan sebagai seorang kriminal selama 10 tahun yang ia jalani, ia sangat-sangat menikmati, dan ia pun mempunyai seorang pengacara yang sangat terbaik pada saat itu, dan ia tidak mau berurusan dengan hukum lagi.
One day, I got arrested, not by the regional police. It was actually the provincial police, and I got arrested in a way that I could say I got kidnapped, because nobody knew that I got arrested. It was made super fast. They brought me to the headquarters. It was not too late in the day, so most of the day they were questioning me, asking me for who I was working. Actually, I was working for myself. They wanted to know for who I was working, and they wanted to know with who I was working, what I was doing. But I didn't say nothing all day, and they always have tricks. Those police, they try to be cool one time, and after that they try to be mad, but whatever. One time they let me let in the room for a while. They opened the door, and they said to me that they will raid my house, and they asked me if I had weapon, and I said no.
Saat itu ia ditangkap polisi lagi untuk dimintai keterangan untuk siapa ia bekerja dan untuk apa ia lakukan semua ini. Saat itu juga polisi yang menangkap ia dengan segala menunjukkan itikat baik. Kadang ada juga yang marah. Saat itu juga ada salah satu polisi yang ingin merampas rumahnya dan menodongkan senjata kepadanya. Saat itu ia berkata, tidak, jangan.
I said no, but actually at my house there was a few weapons, and I know that in Canada at that time the law was that if you get caught with a gun, that you will have a minimum of 3 years in prison. So in my head at that time, in that room, when the police said they will go search my house, I was thinking that I was going to go to prison for a while, like for many years. So right away, I said to myself, I'm gone. I'm gone for a few years. So that was the mindset that I had at that time.
Saat itu polisi mendatangi rumahnya untuk memeriksa keadaan rumahnya semuanya, apakah ia masih menyimpan senjata atau tidak. Saat itu juga polisi ingin merebut rumahnya, dan saat itu juga ia melarikan diri untuk beberapa tahun.
But I don't know why, they at the end of the day, they opened the door and they said, "You're released." So I was really shocked to hear that I was released, and I never thought that actually I was going to go out the same day. But they told me, but you don't go out with the clothes that you have, because I was disguised to do the crime that I was doing. So I needed to find some other clothes. So I called my brother, and he was too far. I wanted to get out from there as fast as possible. So at that time I had a girlfriend, and I called her. She was at her girlfriend, and I said, I don't care what you bring me, just come and bring me any clothes. And she came actually, and she brought me girls' clothes, and I put the girl clothes to get out from that police station, and the police were laughing after me.
Saat itu polisi menemukan persembunyiannya. Saat itu juga ia ingin cepat-cepat keluar dari tempat itu, dan ia menghubungi temannya yang ia anggap seperti saudara sendiri. Ia hanya ingin meminta bantuan, ia ingin keluar dari kantor polisi tersebut. ingin meninggalkan tempat tersebut, namun temannya itu menghubungi kekasihnya, dan kekasihnya itu ingin membawakan beberapa makanan dan minuman, namun ia hanya ingin dibawakan pakaian untuk keluar dari kantor polisi tersebut. Dan kekasihnya datang membawakan baju perempuan, dan saat itu ia pakai baju itu untuk melarikan diri keluar dari kantor polisi tersebut.
But after that time, actually they arrested me on the crime scene with like all the proof, and they released me. And for sure they released me to find out for which criminal organization I was working for. But, because of that, they put me under tight surveillance and I wasn't able to do anything wrong. So I stopped all my activities and, I was still living a luxurious lifestyle, spending a lot of money every day. But no money coming in, so that's when there was a lot of money that got out.
Saat itu ia masih menjalani kehidupan yang dulu, kehidupan yang dengan kemewahan yang ia dapat sebagai gangster. Ia terus menjalani dengan menghambur-hamburkan uangnya setiap hari, namun ia tidak mendapati pemasukan untuk hidupnya. Saat itu juga ia berpikiran kalau seperti ini terus-menerus, hidupnya tidak akan beres atau tidak akan bahagia.
And eventually, the only thing I knew what to do, how to do, was crime. And I started again. And, I got caught because I was on surveillance. And they gave me 11 months of prison. I did 9 months. And this time, they brought me to the maximum security right away because of my file when I was 18 years old. So directly they put me to the maximum security.
Saat itu ia mulai melakukan kesalahan lagi dengan menembak seseorang, dan ia dimasukkan lagi ke dalam penjara dengan tuntutan yang lebih dalam lagi, yang lebih lama lagi, dengan melihat latar belakang kejahatan yang ia lakukan saat ia usia 18 tahun.
Anywhere that you are in life, even if you are a professional athlete, you always will have somebody that you will look up to. And yes, I was making a lot of money, but there was other people making more money than me, like having more respect and power than me. And one of those people were the Italian mafia. And at that time there was a raid about they arrested mostly all the Italian bosses, and they put them to prison. And where I was in the maximum security, there was 2 of those bosses there at the same place, and I started speaking with them. And I wanted to be like them, and before coming into prison I was always trying to find out what can I do with my life, because I was not happy and I didn't know what can I do. And when I spoke with them, the people that I wanted to be like, they told me that they were not happy in their life and they wanted to change their life. So actually that made me think a lot, because I was not happy, but still wanted to be like them. But they told me that they were not happy, so, that put me into deep reflection.
Saat di dalam penjara, ia bertemu dengan 2 orang bos mafia terbesar dari Italia. Saat itu 2 orang bos tersebut adalah merupakan idolanya. Ia sangat memimpikan bisa hidup seperti 2 orang tersebut. Namun saat itu ia mempunyai kesempatan untuk berbicara dengan 2 orang tersebut. Dia melakukan banyak pertanyaan. Saat itu 2 orang bos dari Italia tersebut berbicara dan memberikan arahan, kita seperti ini dengan mempunyai kehidupan yang mewah, namun kita tidak bahagia. Saat itu saya berpikir, Kalau menjalani kehidupan dengan banyak uang dan harta, namun tidak bahagia, apakah itu bahagia akan kita dapatkan nantinya? Atau saya tidak punya harta dan memulai kehidupan dari nol kembali, namun saya mendapatkan kebahagiaan.
So I got transferred prison, and when I got transferred with a Muslim guy, and we were in the same area. And me, because I was not eating pork, I said to the prison that I was allergic to pork, so they used to give me like salad, and when there was pork, they give me like things that it was not really good, and food in prison is not really good. But that guy was like, he received his food. It was food from the outside of the prison, and I asked him. I said, like, he looked better. Like I said, what is this food? And he said to me it was halal, and I said, okay, but what is halal? He said there's a food Muslim eat. So I said, okay, like, how can I get that diet? What is Muslim? And he started talking to me about Islam, but himself, he was a little bit far from the religion, so he didn't know much. So he didn't talk to me about the other prophet. He just talked about Prophet Muhammad والسلام, and a few things about Islam. And now I know that he talked to me about a few things that was not in Islam, but still, when he started speaking about that, my first reason was to get that diet, because I wanted better food. But after him talking, I started get interested in the subject, so I was asking more and more questions. So this was the second time I went into contact with Islam.
Saat itu di dalam penjara, ia mempunyai teman dalam satu selnya, yang mana seorang temannya itu adalah beragama Muslim. Menurut ia, makanan yang ia dapatkan di dalam penjara itu sangatlah tidak enak. Saat itu ia diberikan makanan non halal, dan temannya sendiri mendapatkan makanan yang menurut ia lihat itu adalah enak, dibawakan oleh keluarganya dari luar. Ia bertanya, makanan apa ini? Temannya menjawab, ini adalah makanan halal untuk agama Muslim, untuk umat Muslim. Lalu ia bertanya, dari mana makanan ini? Dari keluarga saya membawakan. Saat itu juga ia berpikir, saya ingin makanan seperti itu untuk hidup saya lebih sehat lagi. Lalu pada saat itu juga ia lebih banyak bertanya dengan temannya tersebut mengenai Islam, mengenai Nabi Muhammad, dan belajar lebih dalam lagi tentang agama Islam Nabi Muhammad.
And eventually, he got released. Good for him, not good for me, because my questioning about Islam stopped there. He told me that he would send me a Quran. I never received it, so I don't know what happened. And me too, I got released after that into liberty, and I continued my life.
Saat itu ia mendapatkan Quran dari temannya tersebut, dan ia berhenti menanyakan tentang Islam, namun ia bertekad ingin mempelajari Islam dari Quran tersebut.
And later on, I met a girl, and her mom, she's the one that gave me the Quran for me to read it. It was the third time that I was in contact with Islam, and it was the first time that I was in contact with Islam outside of prison.
Saat dia keluar dari penjara, ia bertemu dengan seorang gadis dan ibunya yang memberikan ia sebuah Al-Quran, dan saat itu juga 3 kali ia mendapatkan Quran dari seorang Muslim, dan saat itu juga ia mulai mempelajari lagi lebih dalam.
I read the Quran, and again I was shocked again, because I just read the Bible when I was in prison, and when I read the Quran before, I thought it was completely another religion. But when I read the Quran, I saw that they were talking about, like, in the Quran, it was talking about the same prophet that I read into the Bible, like Prophet Musa, Ibrahim, Isa, and so on. So I even told myself, like, how Muslims understand the Quran, because me, I read the Bible, so I know the beginning of the story. So I even said, how Muslims understand the Quran, like they did not read the Bible. But you know, right away I felt that it was a religion for me. Like, it was just the following of the Bible. But there was one thing I was not ready to accept, is because as a Christian I had to believe that Jesus was the Son of God, and if I used to believe that, I thought I was going to go to paradise, and I did not want it to like, let's say, not go to paradise for that. So that was I believed everything else, but that was the point that I did not believe at the beginning.
Saat di dalam penjara, ia banyak membaca Alkitab. Namun, apa yang ia baca di dalam Alkitab tersebut, ia tidak menemukan di dalam Quran. Di dalam Quran, ia membaca tentang kisah banyak nabi, seperti Nabi Muhammad. Namun, di dalam Alkitab, ia hanya menemukan kisah tentang Nabi Musa. Saat itu juga, ia lakukan perbandingan antara Alkitab yang ia baca dengan Quran sekarang yang ia banyak pelajari.
So, alhamdulillah, there's a lot of video about Islam. There's a lot of writing. So I read more and watched a lot of videos. And alhamdulillah, you know, Allah guided me, and I accepted that it was impossible for Allah, you know, for a God to have a son. So actually, after that, I went to do Shahada, and I became a Muslim.
Saat itu juga ia merasa bersyukur bahwa Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala telah membimbing ia menjadi pribadi yang lebih baik lagi, menjadi umat yang lebih baik lagi, dan saat itu juga ia memutuskan untuk melakukan 2 kalimat syahadat dan memeluk agama Islam.
Right after I reverted to Islam, the police actually called at my mom's work, and they said they were looking for me. You remember the time I got out dressed as a woman? That crime that I did, they never put charge on me. They just put charge on me 4 years later, when I became a Muslim, just after I became a Muslim. So the police was looking for me, and I called my lawyer. I went to see him, and he said I had to give myself in. So I went and I gave myself in, and I went into prison.
Saat itu ia keluar dari penjara dan polisi mengantarkan ia ke rumah ibunya, dan polisi meminta ibunya untuk melihat ia. Inilah ia yang sekarang, ia yang sudah memeluk agama Islam, dan ia sudah mempelajari agama Islam di dalam penjara, dan inilah yang akan ia mau beritahukan kepada ibunya.
First time I entered a prison as a Muslim, and there was one brother, mashallah, I never saw him again. He had a goal, and his goal was to teach me the most possible about Islam. So from morning to night, we were just speaking about Islam. So there I learned how to pray, I learned some surat, and I learned more about my religion. Actually, it just made my faith stronger.
Saat ia memeluk agama Islam, ia mempunyai seorang teman yang sampai sekarang ia belum pernah ketemu lagi. Temannya itulah yang memperkenalkan Islam kepadanya dan mengajarkan ia bagaimana setiap hari dalam kehidupan seorang Muslim harus menjalankan ibadah 5 waktu dimulai dari pagi sampai malam hari.
It took 1 month for my lawyer to be able to get me out on bail. So we paid $30,000 cash for me to get out.
Setelah 1 bulan setelahnya, pengacaranya mengeluarkan ia dari dalam penjara dengan menebusnya sebesar $300.000.
And you know, Allah is the best of planners. So for me, that month in prison was not prison. Actually, that month in prison for me, it was Islamic school.
Dalam penjara, ia merasa 1 bulan di dalam penjara itu sangat berarti baginya, karena 1 bulan di dalam penjara ia merasakan seperti berada di dalam sekolah Islam.
And you know, this is a very good thing because you know a lot of people revert to Islam, and right after they reverted, like they left alone by themselves. So that was, mashallah, a good thing for me.
Saat ia sudah memeluk agama Islam, ia merasa kedamaian yang ia dapatkan, ia merasa kebaikan yang ia dapatkan. Saat itu juga ia sangat-sangat bersyukur kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala.
And you know, in prison, the food is not good. So the day after I got released was going to be Ramadan. So I was telling to myself, I said, what? I didn't eat good for a month and now I have to not eat for a month?
Saat di dalam penjara, ia selalu ingat, makanan di dalam penjara sangat tidak enak. Saat ia mempelajari Islam, ia harus melakukan ibadah puasa selama 1 bulan penuh, dan itu sangat-sangat aneh baginya. Bagaimana bisa manusia bertahan hidup dengan menjalankan tidak makan selama 1 bulan? Baiklah pemirsa, setelah ini kita akan kembali lagi dengan kisah hidup dari seorang Ishaq Mustaqim yang lebih baik lagi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pemirsa Madani TV, kita kembali lagi dengan kisah yang lebih menarik lagi. Mungkin ini adalah bagian terakhir dari kisah seorang Ishaq Mustaqim.
So like I was saying that I got out of jail after 1 month not eating good, and I got out. Next day was Ramadan, and I told myself like I didn't eat good for a month, and now I have to not eat for a month. But Allah is the best of planners, and again He did something really good for me, because the first time I entered into the masjid, it was into the month of Ramadan.
Selama menjalani ibadah puasa, pertama kali yang ia lakukan, ia ingin mendapatkan makanan yang sangat baik. Dan saat itu juga, pada saat Ramadan pertama, saat itu juga ia pertama kali memasuki masjid untuk melakukan ibadah.
So I just reverted to Islam when I was in prison, and I always had planned to make more money. And I don't know, Allah tested me when I was there, because He gives me the people that I needed to actually make that other plant and make a lot more money. So I took their phone numbers, and I had their phone numbers when I got out. But one of the first time that I prayed in the masjid, and that I put my forehead on the floor, that I made sujood, it's hard for me to describe what I felt, because what I felt something, a feeling of happiness, a feeling of calm, a feeling that was better than all the feeling that I had in my previous life, all the money that I made, all the extreme life that I was living. All that was less than the feeling that I just felt when I was praying. And that's the moment when I decided to follow Allah and the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam.
Saat ia mempunyai banyak uang dulu, ia banyak memimpikan banyak hal yang ingin ia punyai. Namun saat sekarang, kemewahan yang ia tinggalin, ia berharap akan mendapatkan kedamaian yang abadi. Saat pertama kali ia memasuki ke dalam masjid, saat pertama kali ia melakukan sujud kepada Allah, sangat sulit baginya untuk mengeluarkan air mata, bahwa inilah bahagia yang sesungguhnya yang ia dapatkan, inilah kedamaian yang sesungguhnya yang ia dapatkan, bahwa ia sekarang dapat mengikuti Nabi Muhammad SAW dan Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala.
And all my life it was hard for my mom. The police always coming to the house, coming to visit me in prison. It was not easy for my mom. So when I reverted to Islam, for me that was the first time I actually did something good, and I wanted to share that with her to make her proud.
Saat di penjara dulu, banyak polisi yang datang ke rumahnya untuk menyampaikan kepada orang tuanya, dan sekarang ibunya sendiri menyaksikan bagaimana anaknya ini sudah memeluk agama Islam, dan ia ingin membuat ibunya bangga bahwa anaknya sudah menjadi seorang muslim. Dan saat ini ia ingin memperkenalkan agama Islam kepada ibunya, namun ibunya sudah mempelajari, namun sampai saat ini belum memeluk agama Islam.
So I called my mom. I said, "Mommy, je suis devenu musulman," in French. So I said to my mom, "I became a Muslim," and I thought she would be happy, but she said, "What? You choose the worst religion ever? Why you did not become Buddhist or something?" She said, "Never come home with your carpet to pray."
Saat ia memberitahukan ibunya melalui telepon bahwa ia sudah memeluk agama Islam, ibunya sangat terkejut dan sangat heran kenapa ia memilih agama Islam, kenapa tidak ia memilih agama lain seperti Buddha. Bahkan ibunya sendiri melarang ia untuk kembali ke rumah dan jangan membawa sejadah ke dalam rumahnya untuk ibadah.
And I only have my mom. My dad was not there, so I really want her to become a Muslim. So I trying to talk to her about God, but always she had no time, running for work, running for life, so she never had time. But I always make dua to Allah to guide my mom. And one day, just to tell you, before Islam, it happened sometimes that I wasn't speaking with my mom for months, for like sometimes I didn't see her for like 3-4 months. Since I'm a Muslim, alhamdulillah, my contact with her, like I see her mostly every day.
Saat itu ia ingin sekali mengajarkan ibunya tentang agama Islam, namun ibunya selalu menghindar. Saat itu juga ia selalu berharap ibunya agar mau mempelajari agama Islam yang ia peluk sekarang. Dengan dulu ia tidak pernah berkomunikasi dengan ibunya, namun saat sekarang ia memeluk agama Islam, ia lebih banyak berkomunikasi dengan ibunya.
And I went with my mom to the hospital. She made a test, and the doctor told her that she had cancer, stage 3. So there's 4 stages. She was stage 3. So it was bad news for her, for me as well, for all the family. And she started crying, and because of that, she stopped working. So she had more free time, and because of the sickness, she was thinking about death, and she started thinking about God.
Saat itu ibunya mengalami sakit, dan ketika memeriksakan dirinya ke dokter, ibunya mengetahui bahwa ibunya mengidap penyakit kanker stadium 3. Saat itu juga ibunya berhenti dari pekerjaannya dan mulai menangis, mulai merenungi nasibnya sendiri, dan saat itu juga Ishaq mulai mengenalkan agama Islam kepada ibunya.
So I even give her the Quran, and she started reading the Quran every day. And remember when she told me never come home with your carpet to pray?
Saat itu ia memberikan Quran kepada ibunya, dan ingat dengan kata-kata ibunya, jangan kembali ke rumah dengan membawa sejadah yang kamu gunakan untuk sholat.
So that day, I was actually home with my carpet praying, and after praying, I felt something behind me, So I finished praying, and I turned my head like that, and what I saw my mom, that she was praying behind me. So, she didn't have the hijab, nor did the wudu, but still she was praying behind me. And she told me, she said, every time you go to pray, please come get me.
Saat ia kembali ke rumah, ia membawa sejadah dan ia selalu melakukan sholat 5 waktu. Ketika suatu hari ia melakukan sholat, ia merasa ada seseorang di belakang dirinya, dan ketika ia selesai sholat, ia menoleh ke belakang, orang itu adalah ibunya. Dan saat itu pula ia mengetahui bahwa ibunya mengikuti tata cara ia sholat, namun tidak berwudu, tapi ibunya mengikuti cara ia sholat. Dan saat itu juga ibunya berkata, kalau kamu sholat, ajak aku untuk sholat.
So this is actually my short small story about how I became a Muslim. Since then, alhamdulillah, changed my life. I changed religion, but when you change religion, you don't only change religion. I had to change my life completely, and I was a criminal most of my life. I just, reverted to Islam when I was like 33 years old, So I'm 41 years old, if you want to know. I'm 41 years old. So I reverted at 33 years old, and that's a long time being a criminal. And starting my life again with no school education, with tattoos everywhere, with a criminal record. In Canada, with a criminal record, you can't get a job. So it was hard. It took me years of work on myself to try to actually change my life. So, and now, alhamdulillah, Allah made it easy for me to, now I'm traveling the world trying to say my story to the most people possible, because my goal is to inspire millions of people to make hijrah from the dark side to the light, to go on the straight path. And this is why we started a movement. And the movement is actually to fight shaitan.
Saat ia memutuskan untuk hijrah dan memeluk agama Islam, ia bertekad untuk membenahi dirinya sendiri dahulu, baru ia bisa memotivasi orang lain. Kalau dirinya sendiri saja bisa, kenapa orang lain tidak bisa seperti dirinya? Saat itu pula ia berprinsip setan itu harus dilawan. Hawa nafsu itu harus dilawan.
So shaitan is using TV, music videos, music, movies, and video games to put in the head of the young people, even the adult, to put in their head that living as a bad boy, that this is cool. Like most of the kids, they want to smoke. Most of the kids, they want to act bad. Most of the kids, they want to dress like bad boys. So this is what shaitan put in their head. So the movement is simple and clear. It's just to change this, and it's cool to be good. Like the movement is about putting in their head that actually being a good person, being a person that will help the poor, that will help the orphan, that will be a good Muslim, that will, pray to Allah and do all the good things, that this actually is good. And this is what the movement is about, is to show those kids that it's not only, let's say, because mostly people, like they see people in the deen, they're old with the white beard. No, you see cool people that are good. So it's cool to be good. That's the movement. It's cool to be good.
Kalau kita berpikiran setan itu ada di dalam diri kita sendiri dan kita tidak bisa melawannya, tentu setan itu akan ada terus di dalam kepala kita sendiri. Banyak cara setan untuk menggoda iman manusia, khususnya umat muslim. Dengan cara itu pula setan dapat mengajak kembali seseorang yang sudah menjalani kehidupan yang lebih baik untuk kembali lagi seperti semula. Dan saat itu juga ia berprinsip bahwa saya ingin menjadi orang yang lebih baik lagi dengan agar bisa memotivasi orang lain di seluruh dunia, agar saya bisa membantu banyak orang di dunia, agar saya bisa mengisahkan cerita saya kepada seluruh dunia. Semua ini akan saya lakukan yang tadinya keren untuk menjadi lebih baik lagi.
So make that movement an international movement, I need all your help. And for now, the only thing that I could ask you is to follow my Instagram at Ishaq Mustaqim. So from there you could see the step, and the step that I will show to actually go. So you can help us make that movement, international movement, inshallah. So Instagram Ishaq Mustaqim, and I would like to thank Madani TV to invite me, because that's what I asked. I asked the radio station, the newspaper, the TV, to help make that movement an international movement. And Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam said that if you don't think the people, you're not really you're not really I lost the word, grateful to Allah. So I would like to thank Madani TV to invite me to say my small little story and talked about the movement. It's cool to be good.
Demikianlah pemirsa Madani TV, banyak kisah yang sudah kita dengarkan dari seorang Ishaq Mustaqim dengan perjalanan hidupnya dari kegelapan menuju terang, dari keren untuk menjadi lebih baik lagi. Dengan adanya motivasi ini dari Ishaq, Anda bisa mengikuti, memfollow Instagram Ishaq Mustaqim, dan di sana banyak cerita kisah Ishaq dari hari ke hari. Setiap hari dia selalu memposting di Instagram tersebut. Demikianlah pemirsa, dari semua rangkaian kisah ini tentu kita dapat mengambil hikmah dari hidup seseorang. Demikian pemirsa untuk waktunya, semoga kita dapat bertemu kembali di lain kesempatan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.